You are like Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. They talk that Spanish flow, Spanish flow, Spanish flow. Tequila every night, every night, every night. You're just a 10 a flight, 10 a flight, 10 a flight.
We are live from Mexico for a Scottish Ska special. There's a big gig coming up on the 24th of February at the Classic Grand in memory of our friend and legend Andy Laidlaw. As a result, such a loved man, there is going to be a party in his honour on the 24th of February that is bringing the best of Scottish Ska together to create a super band. And tonight, we're going to be talking about we're going to be doing raffle prizes, and we only have 15 tickets left. So by the end of this show, the tickets will be sold out. So this is the first time I'm warning you. Get your tickets now. We're going to put a little link in the comments. So there's a link in the video underneath here just now. And I'll put the tickets in the comments as well. We are down to 15 tickets, which is no great surprise because it's an incredible lineup. Last few tickets here in the comments. Give me a fire emoji if you can hear me and the sound's okay. I am broadcasting live from Mexico, and hopefully there's no technical issues. I think we can go to our first guest, and we have Alex W.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex, the two Alexes.
Hello.
Two Alexes.
Double Alex. What is the plural of Alex? Alexi?
Alexes.
Alexes.
Alexes, aye, that'll be it.
But you can tell us apart because I'm boy Alex and she's girl Alex.
I've not got the beard. Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's great to have you on the show, guys, and it's good to hear Scottish accents. Nobody knows what I'm talking about over here. Everyone thinks I'm Australian, which is nice. But I've put the comments here. So we're here. The last few tickets are here, and also it's a sad occasion because we've lost a legend in Andy, Big Fat Panda, and obviously I only just knew through the festival scene and the gig scene, but he was a lovely man, and I was heartbroken to find out he wasn't well, and then to hear that he passed away. So I mean, my heart goes out to all friends and family who were really close to him because I was heartbroken by the news. But we're looking at the positives today, and there's just so much love for Andy that we're at a situation whereby you've got an amazing lineup on the 24th of February, and we're nearly sold out already.
Aye.
So can we talk a little bit about the night, first of all, just to give, for people who are maybe sitting on the fence, haven't got their ticket yet, why should they buy their ticket?
So I mean, we didn't think we'd sell out as quickly as we have, but as you say, there's 15 tickets left, so that's us on 500 already. I kind of wish we'd paid less money for all the promo because we didn't need it. But so it's going to be a collection of bands that the Pandas have played with over the years, and a collection of just Andy's friends. Particularly for the Panda set, we've got kind of 10, 11, 12 people coming up on stage with us throughout the set that are going to fill in on vocals and are also going to do. We've got a kind of mega horn section on the go that Beardy Alex has been sorting. And it's, I mean, the plan was just, it kind of, when Andy got sick, folk were coming out, the Woodricks were saying, we want to help, we want to do a fundraiser for him for when he gets out. So when that didn't happen, it was just a natural thing to do, really. And it's been, like, to be honest, we haven't done a huge amount of organising. We've had so much help from so many different people. And I just made a little Facebook group to all these bands who's in, and straight away, yep, we're in, doesn't matter what day, we'll make it work. So it's been really nice from us to kind of have that support from everyone, and it's just been great.
Yeah. It's probably the only time you will see this collection of people on stage together as well. It's a one-off, so I mean, it's not really a ska super group as such as it's the Pandas with a bunch of guest singers and horn players. But I think by the end of the set, pretty much everyone will be on stage, and it will be a huge mess. but a joyful mess.
We've got Bobby Heatley, who runs Colours and Studios in Edinburgh. We've kind of roped him in to be stage manager, but actually it's just chucking these singers on and off the stage at the right time, and it's going to be an absolute probably fucking disaster. But we kind of wait.
Well, that was going to be my question. Who's stage managing this?
Bobby Heatley. So he's
Bobby. Bobby Heatley.
Good luck, Bobby.
But we've got the set written out for him, so we've got the set written out for him with all the guest singers noted. It's all very,
they just need to know their own names to know when to come on. So
yeah.
And it's at the Classic Grand, which is one of my hardest stage manager jobs I ever did, was Ari the Rugged Man. And my friend Alana's like, you do realise that he gets everybody to invade the stage at the last song? And I was like, oh, that's great. So just come on. And there's very little we could do apart from all I could do was pick a side. I stood on an amp and just says, no, you're not getting by me. But all I could do was get one corner. So obviously everybody else invaded the stage. But what can you do? We've got fire emoji from Keeping It Creative. We've got Mac Bam in the house. We've got Stuart saying it's sounding good. And Jules has joined the YouTube membership. So thank you. Shout outs to Jules for that. That's amazing. Hopefully she's probably going for a bit of good camera because she's going to be on the show in a little later on, asking for a favour from the people that are watching. And it's YouTube members and patrons that makes this show work. So thank you for everyone who does support the show. Alex, I've got the video of you're basically hosting this. I'm just going to be pressing the buttons. So if you want to just take it away and tell me what's happening tonight on this show.
So hopefully there'll be some videos played of us live, I guess. Hopefully if you got the link, Andy didn't originate in Big Fat Panda. He started many decades ago in Bombskare, and some of Bombskare are going to tune in at 5:30 from the rehearsal for Pandade. So he was with them for quite a while to start with, and I think there's a clip, if it works, of that Susan sent us from Bombskare's kind of management team of Andy.
Susan?
Yeah, Susan Forgay, and it's our Andy, and then Andy Pennycook who'll be tuning in a bit, and Scott, and the kind of old school Colin, I think's in it as well, Emma Cafferty, and it'll be just them in the Ross Bandstand, 2006, I think. I think I was 11. It's an old one. It's an old video. It's somewhere in your emails, I think.
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it. Do you know what? I'll try and do it this way. I think I'll just try and set it up right now. I've got Home Sweet Home set up as well. So
that was our we done that in lockdown when everyone was kind of doing all these sort of home videos. So that was a tune that we did with Willow from the Skapones. We kind of, actually I wasn't in the band at this point, but it was released a kind of double vinyl, our Home Shoot Home, and the Skapones did a single for it. So that song, Alex, you probably remember more of that. I wasn't actually. That was pre-me, the Home Shoot Home stuff.
Yeah. Well, tell us about Home Shoot Home, because I think that the video is amazing, and I'm sure a lot of the viewers might even be in the video.
Aye, they will be.
That's how it worked. We all just asked everyone to send in a clip, and then it was stitched together at home. I think Dins did it.
Aye, he did. Dins is our little video.
Their video
Dins
expert.
Is in the house. Hello, Dins.
Yeah.
Hello. How are you doing?
A perfect opportunity to welcome Dins to the chat.
Well,
tell us about the video then. Tell us about the video.
First of all, the song, it was Big Andy wrote the song, or part of the song. Him and Deke started it off. I had the privilege to write the chorus to it and the brass, and I helped write it, but it was Andy's idea originally. And then, during lockdown, we decided to do a lockdown video like many people do. I can't remember whose idea it was to get lots of clips. So, but we got loads of people from all over the place, all over the world, some from Australia. And I had the pleasure of sitting in my bedroom for many days during lockdown, just trying to piece these together. Not having really made a video before, so it was all quite new to me. So I managed to piece all these little bits together, tried to make it as sort of funny as possible, and much respect to everybody who sent the clips in, because without them, obviously, it wouldn't have worked. But we had some brilliant clips sent that really helped.
Yeah, absolutely. We just did that. We tried to do that with the new Gyro Baby single, and we got about 4 in. So,
Yeah, but
I don't know if that's
anything better.
I don't know if that's a reflection on how disliked we are, or just maybe how much more time people had in lockdown. But
I think it was lockdown. Yeah. We actually were going to do it again, and I think the same thing happened to us. I think the second time we tried it after lockdown, I think we got about 3 or 4 videos as well. It didn't work. So. Yeah,
the pubs opened. The pubs opened, and the game changed.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay, so I think it's a perfect. Sorry.
The secret is global pandemic for best videos.
Yeah, we just sat there waiting for the next one to happen and then release another video. That's right.
Did you do a pandemic pun at any point?
We should have.
We tried to avoid doing that. We knew it was going to happen. It was too predictable.
Do you know? I just. It took me 3 times of reading Band-Aid to realise it was Band-Aid. And, that just shows you how well my brain's operating at the moment. But, well done, shout outs to whoever did coin that one. But I think it's a good way to start. Home Sweet Home. We'll take it back to that because hopefully some of the viewers will see themselves in it. And I think it's a great introduction to the band, and to let people that are maybe watching them for the first time and don't know who Big Fat Panda are, tell them what you're all about. So this is it. Big Fat Panda, Home Sweet Home from Lockdown 2020. Let's go.
Swearing at no one at all, throwing punches in an opponentless brawl, sitting for hours staring into space, disheveled look on an expressionless face. How did it ever come to this? How did it ever come to this? Living on Home Street Home, living on the breadline, and up
as you call that, radio live from Mexico. We are here to promote Panda Aid. I've got Alex, Dins, and other Alex. And what a tune! What a great way to start the show. Do we have a counter? Do we have an update of how many tickets we've sold? Because we only had 15 to sell. Do we know?
Let me see. I wonder if you've bought one, you comment, because we've got Gary from Esperanza, but I'm in the Highlands with fucking no signal. So he's watching and he's checking.
I don't think you can. I don't think Ticket Scotland do the counter thing. I think, from my experience, Ticket Scotland, you just phone them up and go, how many tickets we sold?
Aye, Gary's been doing that every day.
They'll be shut. What we want to do is we want you to comment if you bought your ticket tonight, and we'll try and work out if it's sold out or not by the end of the night. But I think it will be. I'm pretty sure it's going to be sold out by the end of the night. 15 tickets isn't a lot. I mean, there is. We've got over 50 people tuned in, so I'm sure that we'll sell 15 tickets. What's the lineup for the? I know that there's going to be a lot of collaborations and a lot of surprises. We don't want to give away all the surprises tonight, but is there an actual running order?
Yeah, so we've got Fudgy, who's going to do a kind of singer-songwriting guitar thing. So doors are at 5. He'll be on 5:15. Andy was a huge fan of his music. So I'm not sure if he's got a Facebook page, but he's called Fudgy. So he's on 5:15. And we've got, I think he's real. I think he exists.
Well, I've definitely seen him. I've seen him before, so yeah, he does exist.
And then we've got Dughoose on after him at 6. So they'll be starting the kind of bigger band stuff. And then it'll be the Skapones, Bombskare, Panda Mega Band, and then Esperanza will be on at about 11 till close. And then we've got one of our really good friends, Miggy, will be DJing in between the bands, and he'll also probably go on for a bit after Esperanza. We've got the venue dangerously for as long as we want. So, it might be, who knows when it'll be. You can get the first train home, but yeah.
Well, I've just had a WhatsApp message from Gary. Gary must be tuned in. Shouts to Gary. He just messaged me saying 465 sold, capacity is at 480. So
it's still 15 then.
Still 15.
Yep. mental maths.
Yeah, a bit of arithmetic there. Blended.
They didn't cheat there with the calculator there or anything like that.
The punch is thick and fast.
Well, so that's an amazing lineup. Also, Fudgy, I see he sent me a couple of his demos, so he seems to be doing some new stuff. It's almost a little bit hip hop, but there's a wee bit of sort of rap influences in there as well. And he's doing comedy as well, so it's a good way. It's a good way to start the show.
Yeah, it'll be nice when folk are coming in because it's quite an early start. But we thought we may as well do it earlier and get as many bands as we can, really, and kind of treat it like a little mini festival more than like a gig night. So it's an early start, but hopefully folk will make it through for it.
Absolutely. We know the Ska Crew. I know the Ska Crew well enough to know that they'll be at a pub round the corner anyway from about 5 o'clock. So may as well get everyone together in the same venue and have a dance. So we've got Strung Out Nights is Fudgy's Facebook. So if you want to check out Fudgy's Strung Out Nights, it's called. And we've got, that was Jules that messaged me. Well, we just get Jules on just now to explain. I mean, obviously, I'm a bit of a raffle connoisseur myself.
Yeah,
try and do raffles as much as I can. Then always regret doing the raffle because there's always controversy surrounding. Somebody wins that is no longer there. Do you re-raffle or what do you do? I just re-raffle. It causes controversy. People boo. And people get angry. Then the same person wins twice in a row and they say it's fixed. So I love a raffle, but I'm also terrified of doing them. So let's bring on a true raffle champion, another raffle connoisseur, Jules. Hello, Jules.
Hello, Jules.
Hi, Mark. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
So we are having a bit of a raffle with a difference in that we won't be drawing the raffle on the night. We've got a Facebook group called Panda Makes Prizes, and we will be drawing the raffle on a live on the Friday night just prior to the gig, which means that everyone who comes to the gig can pick up their prizes and your night won't be interrupted by an hour with somebody up on stage with a raffle ticket bag. I've just got a couple of raffle prizes to show you. So just a shout out to Roddy Byers, because he's gave us like 3 different prizes, which is amazing. We've had prizes from some of the Ska crew themselves. This was an amazing frame that was donated. And we've got a couple of special auction prizes that we don't want to give away just yet. And on the night, we will be raffling this, which is Jake's. But I've been told to make sure that I say it's not his Esperanza guitar. So he's only getting rid of him. That is the guitar that he played with Capone the Bullets, another great ska band. So we've got our page, Panda Makes Prizes, on Facebook. Please share it, add it, get some chat going. We've got some non-ska related prizes. So we've got some really good stuff from the Bluebells, from Hipsway. There's bundles that go with these as well. So we're going to auction them as well as the raffles. We've got our £5 raffle, which we're trying to get organised just now, but we will have another wee £2 raffle, which will include lots and lots of alcohol. We can arrange to post raffle prizes, so if someone wins and they're not going to be there on the night to collect it, we can post it, but maybe not to Mexico.
I'll be back for festival season. I will be joining the raffle, and I will be hoping to. I mean, I think you've just solved the issue of people buying raffle tickets and leaving early by just not doing a raffle in the night and not wasting half an hour of your life on the night trying to do a raffle and keep everyone happy. So
it'll take far longer than half an hour.
we will have a couple of items. So we've got the guitar, and we've got another couple of really special prizes that we'll do on the night. But apart from that, the raffle will be done live on Facebook the night before, on our Panda Makes Prizes page. Carol and Billy are helping with this as well, although I get nominated to go on here. So between the 3 years, we'll make sure that it's organised. Carol's the manager; she's keeping us organised, and me and Billy are toeing the line, hopefully. So we need Carol.
This is a serious raffle. There's actually a team of rafflers. There's assistants. There's roles.
Well, just when you're updating figures for tickets for the raffle, the fundraising so far, we've raised £555. And just a shout out very quickly to Rat Patrol, who donated £260 of that from their last gig.
Wow.
So thanks very much to Rat Patrol.
God, yeah.
That's brilliant. Amazing stuff.
Thank you. Yeah.
And is there still space for people to donate more prizes?
Always.
Yeah.
Always. So just this week we've had a few people in touch saying, I missed your deadline, can I still donate? I'm not going to knock anybody back. So the more prizes, the better. Yeah, and it just means that more people win prizes.
There's no raffle bouncer, is there, Jules?
Well, we've got sober Carol. That's to keep drunk Jules and Billy in tow, I think. But yeah, at least we've got one responsible adult on the raffle table. Because I can never really be counted for that on a gig night. So sorry.
Well, I mean, I think you've just you've also been into the Skapones and the Dughoose ska band as well. So we might as well bring everyone on rather than having everyone in the green rooms. This is the most members I've had on in a while. How is everybody doing? Okay, so it's hard to interview this many people at the same time, but what I will just maybe do is Paul, do you want to just introduce your band and what kind of set people can expect from you on the 24th of February?
Yeah, we're the Skapones. We're the cuckoo in the nest because we're the only English band on the list, which is nice. But we are northeast near the borders, so the rest of it doesn't matter. But yeah, so our set, we've got a lot of new material from a new album and stuff like that. So it's going to be upbeat. It's going to be fast and varied, shall we say? So
amazing. And if we could go to Brian.
Yeah, we're as Alex says, we're going to be the first kind of full band on the night. We'll be playing some of our own stuff, some stuff by the well-known ska, Madness specials, cool Clash versions of Scad Up and stuff like that. So we're really looking forward to it. Can't wait. Pleasure and privilege to be involved in it.
And let's just take it back to the reason that that this is happening is Andy. Alex, do you want to maybe, like, for people who maybe didn't know Andy, what was Andy like, and have you got any stories that stick out?
Oh fuck! Right, I keep swearing. I'm just told off for
No,
swearing.
you don't swear. Like, you can't. Honestly, what happens is they just demonetise us, but.
Right.
Wait, that means we lose 3 pence. So swear as much as you want. YouTube is quite racist towards Scottish people. They monetise you for swearing. So it's all right. But
yeah, I mean, Andy was just like, so I joined the Pandas 5-6 years ago, and he was already like fully fledged in the ska scene in Scotland and down south. Willow and Dins and Alex probably knew him longer than I did, but I think when he passed, the kind of thing that most came out of just everyone chatting about him was how much charity work he did and how much he just gave time for anyone. Like, if you'd got to him at a gig and he'd chat to anyone, if you didn't know you'd make time for you, he'd make you feel like you were worth speaking to. And he did loads and loads of charity stuff. We also, I guess, a funny memory, we used to call him the Beyonce of the band because everyone would always want photos with him. And he found this hilarious. So after gigs, like, you'd normally get like a crowd of folk around you, and people would ask us, like the rest of the band, to take photos of them with Andy. And he thought this was hilarious. He's like, yeah, just get her to take my photo. I the camera, like, eyes, right, smile. So he loved the fame of it, but he never got big-headed. It was all just a big laugh. And he was Big Fat Panda, really. Like, he kind of started out, he was the front man, and he gave so much back to just Scottish ska scene, but also just the Scottish music scene in general. And that's why we kind of want to just make him proud, I guess, and play this gig and probably mess up the lyrics just as much as he did. We had a practice with some of the singers, and we were like, fuck, this is the best we've ever sounded. Like, it must have been Andy that made us sound shit. And we were trying to remember the lyrics, and we had Mary with us, and she was like, who even knows what my dad used to sing? Because he's just ramble on, but make it a good laugh. So
it was quite memorable that his shop became a sort of meeting point for people in town as well, in Edinburgh. His Timpson shop in Rose Street, people would go in and get the photograph taken with him. And his shop was christened the Love Tardis because of all the people who used to come and visit him. And all his Facebook pages, pictures of him with all the people that come in. Not to get their shoes repaired, just to get the pictures taken with him. He was that kind of guy.
Yeah, I remember lots of pictures as well on Facebook during that. Did we ever find out why so it's locksmiths and cobblers seem to be combined? What's the mystery behind that?
Who knows? Honestly,
Just seem to with random things. They just seem to work.
No, it's just diversifying. I think diversifying. They did key cutting as well.
Oh
yeah,
God,
and fortune telling.
Andy, there was a running joke because I lose my house keys. I'm not joking, on a daily basis, and Andy. He cut me about 50 keys, like every week. Like, I'd lost my keys and he'd cut me my keys, and it was just a nice thing that we
had. Yeah, I've also got Gordy. I think Gordy.
Oh, Gordy's on
here.
there.
Gordy's
here.
here.
But...
looking great.
Hello.
No.
He's going to feed Holly. He's going to feed Holly.
Oh, is it?
That's Gordy, mysterious.
Who's his child? Not what you pay it, it's his child.
Well, we'll just ask Gordy, is it okay if we play She Makes Sense? Could you just introduce the song? Well, who would like to introduce She Makes Sense? I've got that lined up for the next song.
Didn't you did the video again for that one, I guess?
Okay, yeah. It was a song. I think that Panda started in about 2007. I joined a year or two later. They were already doing the song then, and I believe I also it was about about a woman or anything. But Andy, in recent years, actually said it was about his daughter, and quite an emotional song, nice song. I'm pleased to say we actually got into the studio and made a video of this. So it's nice to have that as a memento as well of the band, of Andy especially. So
absolutely amazing, man. And we've got, hold on just a second, I believe we have a special guest here as well. Is Andy Pennycook representing Team Bombskare.
How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Good, how you doing? Where are you?
What's happening?
Oh, I'm just arriving late to a rehearsal. I'm just coming up the stairs just now. Nice to see you, Mark. It looks warm there. It's really warm here as well. How you doing, guys?
I can take you. I can take you a wee walk. I've got a thing called snout cam, so I might go out for a cigarette.
Oh, nice. It's 10 and a half degrees here.
Is it 10 and a half? Wow.
Right, here we go. I'm going to take you into the band rooms.
Okay.
Oh, where are they? I need to find them. I think we've got the wee room today. The wee tiny room.
I hear them.
This is exciting. I can hear it.
That's the wrong band. These 2 seconds.
The organiser's going to be on the night. So.
Right.
Follow the ska.
Are they in that room, are they? In the big room? Oh, we got the big room. All right, okay. We've got the big room because there's quite a few of us. Here we go.
It was last night, Andy, and you were
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Back to the same, I can't hear what anyone's saying on here at all.
Yeah, no, it sounded good, man. Round of applause.
What a racket.
Yeah, great stuff, great stuff. Warming up, getting ready.
Aye, we're just ironing out of the creases at the moment as you speak.
So what can the people expect on February 24th?
From us? We've got actually playing a few of our really, really old songs that we used to play back 20 years ago when Andy was singing for us. We've got 3 or 4 of the really, really old songs that we've not played for years and years and years. But we're digging them out tonight and we're going to polish them off and play them.
Well, do you know what? We'll maybe go back to She Makes Sense because obviously we're in the middle of doing it, but I know that you're in the middle of rehearsal, so I was trying to just make sure we didn't miss you.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
Because I know that you, especially since you're late as well, I know that you need to get on with it.
That's perfect, mate. That's brilliant. I'll let you go there now.
Okay, but we've got some footage from back in the day. So, yeah, that's a good pub quiz question. So, that Andy actually did play, was original singer with Bombskare.
That's right, I was his backing singer.
And you were the backing singer. So I think we do have some footage of that we can go to just now, I hope. We are going to the video file. No, we're going to do that later.
Okay.
Andy, have a good practice and have a good gig on the 24th of February. I'll hopefully see you over festival season.
That would be great, Mark. It's nice to see you, man. I hope you got over Montezuma's revenge, okay?
Oh, mate, it was a long week. A long week or two.
Sounded grim.
everything's working tickety boo again.
Super.
But that was
Good to hear it.
But, cheers, Andy. Shouts to Bombskare, who will be playing on the 24th of February. For Band-Aid, last few tickets, we don't know if there's any tickets left. There may only be, we say 15, but there might only be 8 left now. There could be 2 left. It's a game of roulette now. So do it. So we're just going to pretend that we never spoke to Andy, we never spoke to Bombskare, because you were actually in the middle of giving a brilliant introduction. Does she make sense? But I just realised that Andy appeared in the green room area. I was like, you need to grab him before he goes. So we'll play. We're going to play She Makes Sense, which is, which, as you said, it's dedicated to his daughter. And it's another brilliant tune. So let's give that a go just now. Let us know in the comments if you're hearing this, if you're enjoying the tunes. And let us know if you've bought your ticket yet for the 24th of February Band-Aid.
And she knows when I have got to walk away from everything once in a while. And she knows when I am feeling just a little bit down. She brings me around. And she knows when I have got to walk away from everything once in a while. And she knows when I am feeling just a little bit down. She brings me round. Yeah, yeah, oh, she makes sense in her innocent. She makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, she makes sense. In her innocent, she makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey. Day. She's always there. She's always there. And I feel I can't take another step in my life. She makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, she makes sense. In her innocent, she makes sense. Yeah. She makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
getting inside cats involving audio video.
You call that radio?
It's you call a radio. What a brilliant tune there from Big Fat Panda.
Very good tune.
Dedicated to Mary. Hope Mary and all the family are doing well. Are they involved? Are the family involved?
Yeah, so we've got Who We Can Get Along's coming along, and we've got Mary coming up on stage with us for a couple of tunes. She used to do backing for a couple of gigs with us, so we thought it was on the right of forgetting all these guys up to have Mary up with us. So yeah, they're involved. They'll be coming along, and yeah, hopefully Mary up on stage with us.
Amazing. That's brilliant. And how do you you're obviously doing the songs. You've not got the lead singers anymore, sadly. So how do you pick who does what song? Are you all
raffle? Singer raffle.
A big raffle, another one.
Somewhere quite obvious, like.
Yeah, you can have that one.
Gordy is joined us as well. Gordy, we tried to go to you earlier on, but you were gone by the time we got to you.
I had to go make the wiener dinner. You know, there was a teenager at the door going, "Where's my noodles?" and I had to go. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so are you looking forward to the 24th?
Oh, it's going to be a belter. Yeah, it's going to be a belter. Real gathering of the clans going on there. Regarding why the singers got the songs, I understood that Rod from Rootbeard got I Live in Your Shed because he does look like he lives in somebody's shed. Is that not the reason? No, I don't know.
He actually said he wanted to do the first song so he could go to the bar immediately afterwards.
Yeah, that sounds like that sounds like something that the Gyro Babies do. We'll play Friday night at 8:00 at a festival.
That's just the port act.
Too late. And don't put us on Sunday, or we won't. But we find our drummer. That's usually written in the contract.
This is why we're all in ska bands, because you get to go on at 6 o'clock at a festival. You know, the ska band's slot, and the night's yours.
Stuart's saying that's a great song. We've got Mark O'Donnell saying good chat, can't wait till gig day. Martin Sturrock says love the song, it started my love affair with the Scottish ska scene. Caroline and me have got our tickets and are really looking forward to the gig, seeing old friends. Absolutely. It's I love when it, like you said, it's a gathering of the clans, and when you get a couple of good ska bands together, it does really seem like the Scottish Ska Community is like are all pals, you know what I mean? I peek my head into all the different scenes and everyone else seems to be raging at each other. But it does seem that there's a really good community within the ska scene in Scotland. So I'm gutted I'm not going to be able to make it myself, but hopefully there'll be some footage taken somewhere, someone filming it. Or...
There's a wee possibility, aye. Yeah.
We've got,
I believe so. Yep.
And we've got photographers and all that. So it'll be. I think Gordy, you doing a film crew? Are you in charge of that?
Well, no, there was something. Rab from Esperanza is in charge of like an audio-visual course somewhere in the east, and sometimes he used to get his students to come and film the Wicker Man sets. So I think he might be doing something roughly the same for this. At least he's meant to be speaking to you all for permission. If he hasn't done it yet, he hasn't done it. But I think it was, because everyone's in one place at one time, it would be a good one to get on film. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Definitely.
I've got the Shed. I'm in Your Shed song's one of my favourites. I don't know. Do you remember whereabouts it was in the set from Capture Works? Because I don't know if you all remember, but there was a time where it was the first tune. Brilliant.
Yeah, we used to start with it all the time.
Oh, then there's me.
It's our most emotional one, actually.
Beautiful home.
And them a thing a man you can't object. So don't you ever... I live in your shed.
Okay, let's go.
Bits of broken stools, behind the rusty gardening tools. I come from very far away, but now I'm here across the Transylvania. Well, I'm as happy as can be. I'm living it up and rent free. Come on, hey! I live in your shed. 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 Come down. The spiders really bother me. They stay home too as it should be. I lock them by the cemetery. Well, I'm as happy as can be. Time to sit and contemplate the twists and turns and hands of fate. While you're sleeping in your bed, I'm living it up in your shed. Come on, hey! I live in your shed. 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 Come down.
What was that?
This is called.
What was that? What was that? This is a democracy on You Call That Radio. 3, 2, 1. YCD bastard!
Oh, somebody's.
That was I Live in Your Shed by Big Fat Panda from the Capture Work sessions back when we had to actually literally perform in sheds. It was only legal to perform in a shed. But shouts to the Capture Works crew, they did a great job of capturing it. That was a good day out. It was, in fact, it was our only day out for about a year.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we caught that. And yeah, you can watch the full set on our channel if you've not seen it before. Got some comments coming in. Stuart says magic. Two-Tone Drew says classic. And Frank Brown says great show, Mark. Really looking forward to the night in celebration of the great big man. Absolutely. And what I would like to do is, if there's still 2 tickets left, I'd like to buy 2 tickets and give them to You Call That patrons who maybe want to go along as well. Someone that could go in my honour, because I'm sadly not going to be able to make it. What I'm going to do just now is I'm trying to set up the footage of Andy playing with Bombskare back in the day. Does anyone have an Andy story they would like to tell just now while I just sort that out? It's just because it's quite a big file. It's going to take me a little minute.
Gordy.
Hey! First time I ever set eyes on Big Andy was at the Cars Rock Cafe in Edinburgh. You know, at the top of the Cowgate or the Pubic Triangle or whatever you want to call it. The old Cars Rock Cafe. And it was 1997, or maybe 98, I don't know. Anyway, the amphetamines would go through there and play with the Newtown Grunts. Then the Newtown Grunts would come through and play Was It Sleazy's. We had a wee thing, we played a lot anyway. And anyway, the gig was finished. This huge big skinhead comes up to me and I'm like, oh, because Edinburgh skinheads, I was always a wee bit nervous of them, coming from the West as I did. And he was like, I'm Big Andy. And I'm in an oi band at the moment, but I'm going to form a ska band. I was like, good luck, mate. At that time, I was running the minis, and I was like totally. I knew what it was like, trying to organise the brass section and stuff. But so I said, "What are you going to call this band?" And he's like, "Bombskare," and I was like, well, yeah. That's that operation doomed from the start. He was true to his word. He did what he said he was going to do.
And we've got the footage here. I believe. So I think if I just make this full screen. So we're going back. Does anyone know, was anyone else here remember this? So this is the Gardens. You've got Andy singing with Andy Pennycook as backing singer. Was anyone there? Does anyone remember this?
I've got it on DVD.
I think Colin and Scott from Bombskare are in it as well, but like I say, I was maybe 4 years old at this point.
Oh, rub it in.
Yeah. Always an excuse, Alex.
I'll tell you where's Channel Zero.
And Mike was there as well.
Or even better.
Oh, Mike, Mike's in it.
Or even better, I've got an idea. Why not come here?
Was this on the this is on the telly? I take it.
And grab a beer
Yeah.
and enjoy some of the best entertainment.
It's on the Ross Bandstand in Princess Street.
For the early part of the afternoon, I am Michael Smith.
I'm Jodie Campbell. Okay, today we have a very special treat for you. This is Rockin' the Gardens. We've got a day of jazz, blues.
Do you know, these days you have to pay a fortune for that special effect. That VHS scratchy effect. That's what all the apps are selling.
Just played at Team Park and are going to be supporting Bad Manners later this year. So please give a very warm welcome to Edinburgh's Bombskare.
Come on, give it up!
Oh.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? This isn't the usual lineup, but I'll have to do. This one's Dance to Ska. Solid sounds of ska. From Bombskare. Hop, 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 hop. I remember when we used to dance to ska. Hop, 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 hop. In the days when a fiver went quite far. Hurrah, 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 hurrah. We'd all dress up in our black and white. Oh yes! Sweaty bodies bouncing through the night. I love to dance to ska. Hey! I love to dance to ska. Hey! I love to dance to ska all night long. Ska, ska, ska. Ska, 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 ska. The music loud and the atmosphere would buzz. And at the center was a
That was
Very good.
amazing.
It was.
Rare footage indeed. And is that full video? So you've is that on YouTube or does that exist anywhere else? Have I just been? I've just played that from an email.
I think it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
And on Wax Cylinder.
That's amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. And shout out to Stacey who's tuned in. Stuart says liking it. Agree. Dan Son says the Capture Works gigs were a gift of live music at the time. So many amazing performances. Thanks, Mark, again for getting that all together. It was a pleasure. They were great fun. And thanks to Alex and all the you Ska guys did a great job all that night. I had to do very little. Everyone just came together. David Niven says hotel and tickets sorted. Looking forward to this one immensely. In memory of Big Andy. Lindsay Stewart says agree. The Capture Works gigs were brilliant, amazing for the time. Helped keep a lot of us sane. And Stacey says ska, 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 fire, love emojis. Now I think Brian I might have a story for us. I do have an Andy anecdote.
Well, as I say, we were lucky enough to get our first proper gig for the Dugs through Andy and through Mike. They took us through to Peebles, I think 2017, and looked after us really well. We weren't 100% gig ready, but they said no, just come through, and we went through, supported them, went to Big Mike's house, and obviously had loads of interactions with Big Andy and the Pandas from then. Lucky enough to play with them and go and see them in many occasions at some proper, really brilliant ska events that get put on right across the Central Belt. And it is a great ska community that is coming together to remember a really special guy. So one of the things I did a little tribute show to Andy in about October, and one of the things I kind of mentioned in the show is his presence that like on Facebook and stuff like that. He used to share like daily kind of anecdotes about his sugary bus and going into town and who he would meet, and you know the general feeling of love for the big guy was tangible when he was with us. And then you know it was extraordinary to hear that news from his family and the Pandas when we lost him. So it's a really big privilege to be part of the night that we're going to have on the 24th, where everybody is going to just come together, and you know it'll be emotional. There's no doubt about it. But I think, given all the bodies that are going to be in the room and people that are going to be on stage and people that are going to be dancing, it's going to be a fitting tribute to Big Andy, and it's one that I'm, you know, tends me emotions about doing it and playing it. But I think it'll be a fantastic night, and thanks Alex for pulling it together and you know getting us along. I'm really pleased to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those ones where it's like, you know, people sometimes say things from the perspective of someone that's no longer with us, but this is one that you could be guaranteed sure about. It's something that he would have loved. It's a night that he would have loved to have been part of, and I'm sure he would have been absolutely chuffed that everyone's coming together. Because I mean, it was obviously we all known Andy had been no well for a while, and I remember the Pandas had put a thing out, I think on the Friday, about you know sending pictures and you know and doing a bit, and then you think, well, yeah, I'll probably do that, or I'll maybe do that tomorrow, and sometimes tomorrow's too late, but it was extraordinary the outpouring, the emotions and the comments on Facebook, and obviously on the day of his funeral, it was a very difficult thing for us all to take in, you know, the wider ska community, but particularly for the Pandas and for his family. So it's a good thing that a passage of times maybe went by, that we can all now, you know, really get together and celebrate, you know, Andy in a way that
I'm sure he would have wanted it to be done.
100%. And I remember that I got the video that asked for a T-shirt, Alex, and you sent me the T-shirt, and I arrived just I think the day after he passed away. I remember being really sad and when it came through, but I wore it for the Gyro Babies gig that week as well. And I'll definitely be wearing that again when we do our Glasgow comeback gig. It's amazing to see people celebrate his life, because it is definitely what he would have wanted.
Yeah, and I think it's worth saying just now, like, a thanks from all of the Pandas, like, just for the support we've had actually since like June when Andy first got unwell, and we had to pull like those first couple of gigs. And I actually remember what Brian, you were saying there, people sending in, looking at photos and stuff. Like, we were constantly updating the Facebook page, like, show us photos. And when Andy was in hospital in like July, I went to visit him, and we'd put a post up saying, if you've got any photos to cheer him up, post them. And about 300 people, that just shows how many selfies he's fucking taking. And I went to see him in hospital before I went on holiday, and he'd been sitting up looking at them all, and he was like, fuck, it's so nice seeing like all these photos and everything off everyone. And he actually managed to see everything off that post before he came like proper unwell. So that was really nice, just that he got to see all the love and all the support everyone had for him. And even we had like photos of gigs and stuff printed out on his wall and all that. So he definitely knew how much love there was for him, which was nice. Yeah, it was really nice. And it meant a lot to all of us, especially after it happened, to have so many people come forward. I was laughing with him in the hospital in July. I was like, there's so many, because people had messaged us, we want to do a fundraiser for him for when he gets out, to help him get back on his feet. And he was like, if you fucking dare call this Laidlaw Aid, I'll kill you. I'm not trying to, we won't, like, it's also a wee bit while we've gone for Panda, just like
not Laidlaw Aid, yeah.
You can't call it Laidlaw Aid. But the idea was, it was already there for this gig, and it just happens it's different circumstances.
Because I don't know what it's like for other people, but I mean, one of the last times I seen the Pandas was at the Ferry, and I think it was Esperanza, Big Fat Panda, Bombskare, and but it was like a big house party on a boat, and it was just nuts, because I think we'd all been locked up in our houses for too long. And then you just walked around the whole night saying hello to folk, and Big Mark O'Donnell, who hadn't been too well. I think that maybe the first time I've seen Mark for a while. But I think the classic grand will be that and a bit more.
Well, that's what we're hoping. We hope it.
Yeah.
Not going to. I mean, it'll obviously be emotional, and some of the songs are at practice. We're like, fuck, like tearing up at practice. But I think it'll be. I think it'll be a good thing for us all to do together, like all the bands and Skapones, you guys coming up. Like, we really appreciate the effort everyone's made to play, and I think it'll be like, I don't know. We had our first rehearsal. We've got 3 in the books for this, and our first one was just the 7 of us, and I think that was quite
went well. Yeah, I think we sounded surprisingly well, considering we hadn't played for about 6 months.
I know, we were like, Christ, that doesn't sound like that. We had that rehearsal just there. We had half of Bombskare with us. We had some of Rude Beard, we had Mary with us, and that support from all these other bands coming in has really, really helped all of us. And like, now we've got that first rehearsal underway. We're kind of like, let's just go have a party. And I know there'll be folk pure greeting the drunker they get, but actually we just want it to be a good night for them, and just let's try not fuck the tunes up.
And the Classic Grand's a great venue for it. I mean, I think that's the last time that I seen Big Fat Panda, and I think that was when we played with Esperanza, Gyro Babies Esperanza. I think that was November 2022, maybe something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
That was a great night. Sorry if I think I've muted you, Gordy. Sorry. Sorry, just mute everyone when they're talking. If someone's talking, so you're unmuted now, Gordy. Feel free to jump in.
I was just saying, would that be the night where Alex would not finish Home Street Home.
Oh God!
got to the whistling bit, then it just restarted again about 5
I think
minutes.
we started. That was being it got called the Bucky ending. Whenever I had a bottle of Bucky,
The tonic wine ending, the tonic wine finale.
We actually have had to unplug our guitar amp in times to make her stop playing the song.
There should be a pedal.
So Gary's correcting things as they happen, by the way. Gary Anderson says Rab is bringing a student film crew, plus we've got 2 photographers, and I first saw Bombskare with Big Andy when there was a ska night in the venue in Edinburgh. And it was actually when it was so it was because I was working at the Classic Grand when I heard the news, and then Gary was supposed to go in the door and he wasn't, and I kind of had a bad feeling, but I kind of put it in my head. And then I was stage manager for a Marilyn Manson tribute act, and it was just weird being at the back
of
there.
Course.
And, it wasn't just Marilyn Manson; it was all sorts. It was that era of tribute bands, and it was the last time I think I'd seen Andy. So it was a very strange night for me. So I'm really gutted I can't be there. But if you're watching this, you can be here. We think you can be here. Actually, I'm going to press the ticket link just to see if you can actually buy tickets. Because then if you can't buy a ticket, that means it's sold out.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. We could try.
Well, we could just try that, couldn't we? So I'll be doing that. Sorry, there's a couple of comments coming in as well. Me and my wee punk chick Mo will be there. Andy was a gentleman and great with his fans, says James Smith. And Martin is asking, can you ask Paul how he met Andy and their charity to work together?
I don't know. I met him. I can't remember when I met him because I should remember meeting him because he's a bit of a character. But you know, I mean, I've known most of his.
Always there. It was always there.
Yeah, he was always there. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And he did the same to me as he did to Gordy, I think. Hello, I'm Big Andy, and I'm like, all right, you know, how you doing? You know, but yeah, I mean, I work with a ska and reggae based charitable project, and part of that project is putting on shows around the country, and we have a big festival at the end of the year, and also we do recordings that raise money. And from asking Andy from the beginning, he's just like, yeah, whatever it is, I'm going to do it. So he did, and you know, they put shows on Edinburgh for us. They've travelled all the way from Scotland, all of them. It's Dins and all the Pandas, and in fact, I think everybody on here has pretty much been down there. And it's a long way to come for basically no money, but it's, you know, we tried to put them up and feed them and give them a bit of drink and stuff, so that softens the blow. But yeah, he was a big character and he had a big heart, and I think that's reflected not only the work we've done with him through Specialised, but the Skapones as well. You know, it was a Specialised project, but we did 500 Miles, you know, the Proclaimers track, and that was a lot of fun. And if you listen to the record, even though it was not in the same studio, it still sounds like a lot of fun. And that's what sums him up, really. I mean, don't forget the Full Bank Skank as well, which is his baby as well, wasn't it? You know, and he put on a lot of shows for that, and it's a brilliant idea, fantastic idea. And we supported that down at Specialised when we got everybody to bring bags of shopping and leave them on the counter. And the Full Bank on the South Coast made a lot of items and stuff like that. So. And that just shows you the measure of the man, I think, and I think everybody in here will agree with me, and people are watching, and some of the comments, and just sums him up, you know. And my lasting memory of him will be, we saw him in hospital, I think it might have been August and stuff like that, but he remembers he was sort of half asleep, and he turned around, he went, and he even got up, you know, and the last thing we ever did was have a hug, and that was my lasting memory, which would be brilliant. But one thing I really will miss is that we play in Edinburgh quite a lot, and he would always come along after a few sherbets about 11 o'clock and get on stage and scream in my ear for 5 songs. But he was, you know, the more he drank, the louder he got, you know, and it was. And I said to the sound guy, the last one, I'm going, you're going to have to turn him off. I can't hear a thing, he's blown my eardrum. But we had so much fun. He was a great guy. And yeah, and I miss him terribly. And I think, you know, as we all do.
Well said, man. And yeah, I think I absolutely speak for everybody when, you know, just such a lovely, friendly character that brought so much to the scene. Sadly missed, but the 24th of February is a chance to just do a proper party in his honour, because I mean, I obviously I don't know how the funeral was and stuff, but I think funerals in general it's too soon, it's too raw, and they just go so fast because it doesn't seem real really when you're at a funeral. So it's just good to have some months pass and then get all the friends together, all the family together, and just do what he loved, and that's play banging ska tunes. So I've got an idea, right? So hold on a second. I'm going to try and do a thing here. So we're going to go to Ticket Scotland, right? And I'm going to try and order 15 tickets. I don't have enough money in my card. I hope I'm not.
That's a good idea.
So we'll try and buy 15 tickets.
If you break them, you buy them.
So we'll buy 15 tickets and book now. Let's see if it works. Oh, you must book at least one ticket. Okay, so 15. We want to buy. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Oh, I bet it's sold out. Hold on. That's a sellout. Hold on. Let me see if this is right. Hold on. We might have sold it. We may have sold out. I'm just going to try this one more time. So we're going to buy 15 e-tickets from Ticket Scotland right now. And it says you may only book 8 tickets.
Hey!
we have sold 7. We've sold 45% of the tickets since we've been on air. And there's going to be a lot of people who are just going to be watching the show. We've got about 60 people tuned in tonight, and a lot of people will already have their tickets. But there'll be people watching this later on tonight, tomorrow, in the future. So I wouldn't mess about if you fancy it on the 24th of February. It's the best of Scottish and English ska. Then get your tickets now from Ticket Scotland. I've the link, the comment. I'll put in the comments the link one more time for you. And we have got one last video to play before we go, and it's Boots, I think. Is that right, Alex? Do you want to give us an introduction?
Yeah. So this is our last year at Specialised, and we're doing our set, and Sal Polchetti came up and did Boots with us, which is one of the covers that we kind of finished the set with. And we didn't know if he'd come up, and we started it, and he just ran across the room like, "No, I need to sing this one." So it's all like, "What?"
Sounds like him.
Should explain who Sal is.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Good idea.
You can do that. This is where.
If everybody knows, there's a ska song from the early 80s which went viral. It's had millions upon millions of views, and it's the religious guys in the little pale blue suits. It's called "Jesus Is a Friend of Mine."
My friend.
And the guy playing it's world famous, and it's been covered 1,000 times. But the guy who's singing and playing the bass is Sal Polchetti, and I got in touch. I tried to track him down because I like to do weird stuff at Specialised. I thought there's not much more weird than "Jesus Is a Friend of Mine," by Sunset, and I couldn't believe that I actually found him. And I said, "Do you want to come across?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I've got no money for you, but I can put you up." He said, "I'm still coming," and that was it. And he played. We toured America last year, and our bassist couldn't do it, so he played the full tour for us. So he just,
wow.
He's a man of many talents. So yeah, and then he's been at Specialised quite a few times, and obviously he got friendly with the Pandas, and it went from there really.
Amazing. And I think it's last chance to leave any comments if anyone's wanting to say anything. I've got to put a link in the info and in the comments. There is 8 tickets left. There's only 8 tickets left. So this is the time. This is the last chance. Last orders at the bar for tickets for the gig. Jules, in case people have maybe joined us late, Jules, one more plug for the raffle I think would be helpful.
So join our raffle page. It's Pandid Makes Prizes. Just having a wee cameo role there.
A wee cameo for Jake.
It makes a change. One thing I should have mentioned earlier, we have an auction up at the moment for a Pandid poster signed by Big Fat Panda. The current auction is sitting at £30 for that poster, so any other offers would be more than welcome.
So the poster signed by everyone that's playing?
I'm sure it could be, Alex. What do you think?
I think so.
Yes, yes.
We've
Did
got
I just
lots
make
of...
that up? I thought that's what it said. Did I just make that up
Well,
in my
it's
head?
signed by Big Fat Panda, but we can get everyone
Alright,
else.
okay, sorry. Aye,
We've got from
Aye.
6 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning, so we've
Yep, we've got lots.
You can tell which one's at 11 o'clock when it's
Lots and lots.
get it all done before 9 o'clock, right enough.
Yeah, lots and lots, and obviously we won't keep it in the night. We'll do it the night before. We have got that guitar and one other really special prize that we'll probably auction on the night, or put your money in an envelope. We will take bank transfers and PayPal on the night as well for anybody who says you don't have any cash. And if you're on following the page, we've got one of these left, which is Name the Band. So we've still got one of these to do before next week. And we just want to make loads and loads of money for a great cause and spread the panda love.
Absolutely. And if I had a hat, I would take it off to you because you're raffling some of the finest raffling I've ever seen. It's an organised raffle. This is also, I can hear the phone ringing in the background. It feels almost like it's kind of children in need vibes, you know, where there's a live telephone going on.
Just give us the fucking money.
Fucking money.
I would take bank transfer, PayPal, whatever. Even if you can't
Gingy bottles.
Gingy bottles. If you can't make it on the night, please feel free to make a donation. If anybody wants to get in touch with me just about making a donation in the night.
That's what Carol said. That's what Carol Goodman's just said. Remember, even if you can't make it in the night, you can still donate the value of the ticket and make some more Pand Aid pennies. So what's the charity going to, and how do people do that if they can't make it, if they want to support?
So I think we're gonna, if you can't make it and you still want to donate, just straight to Raffle Queen Jules. In terms of the charity, there's not a set charity at the moment, and the kind of focus is just raise as much money as possible. We know we want to give some to Specialised because that was kind of at Andy's request. If anything ever happened to him, to support Specialised as far as we could. There'll be a nod to the British Heart Foundation. We also quite want to keep. I'd love to keep the Food Bank Skank community. Going, and just support those near Andy as well. So it's not a complete agreed yet. The focus is just make as absolutely much as possible, and then we kind of know what we've got to work with. But it'll all go to causes that meant a lot to Andy, and the more we raise, the more we can help lots of places. So.
Beautiful.
I've got one other special prize we could auction, which is a picture of Andy Laidlaw wearing a Celtic top. If anybody wants to give me a wee offer for that, I can arrange it to be printed and framed.
I've got. I put the raffle page link here. So, what if somebody's not on Facebook? What if because we're on YouTube just now? What if somebody's like, I don't use Facebook? Is there a way around it? Is there a PayPal link or something?
There is, and it's. I will just pop it in the chat, Mark, and you can
pop it in the chat. I'll put it in the comments and bring up.
We can do stuff we can add stuff to the Big Fat Panda normal website. We can put some links.
Yep.
So that's my address for PayPal.
Okay, so we'll put that in the comments. So there's a PayPal link here if you want to donate, and that's brilliant. Okay, we're going back £20. Mark O'Donnell's saying. So it's PayPal. So you've got an offer of £20 for the Andy and a Celtic top picture. There's been an auction started here. So that's the auction began. You can continue this auction at the Facebook group, which is called Panda.
Pand Aid makes prizes.
Pand Aid makes prizes. If you can't be bothered typing all those numbers in, and you're not able to click the link, Pand Aid makes prizes, and that's where all the auctions and that's where all the other stuff's happening. Martin, Jules, you're an angel. Well done, everyone, for doing this. I'll be in touch. And that's the PayPal link I've put in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, just go to the live. If you're watching it in the future, just go to live chat and you'll see it there. And I'll add it to the info. Fucking hell. First saw Big Fat Panda at Knock 2012 on the Thursday night. R.I.P. Big Man. And I think that's us, guys. Is there anything anyone would like to add before we go and see this rare footage of Boots featuring Sal?
I think Jules, you should be doing French martinis at Classic Grand.
Yeah.
Doing for a fundraiser.
So that was a story we Andy at Specialised might have blamed me for.
He did. He might have blamed you. He did. Was that a bottle of Bucky?
No, it was French Martinis. Oh, it might have been. French Martinis in the Esperanza caravan at Dorset apparently broke him. And that was Andy, no Jake. French Martinis in the Esperanza caravan apparently broke him at Dorset, so I'm partially to blame for that.
Partially. I think we know what partially means, don't we?
If anybody's tasted my French Martinis, I have to admit, they are quite strong, but it is Marco Pre's recipe that I use.
Is that the secret? Gordy's pointing out the secret ingredient. Can we see that again, Gordy? That's the secret ingredients to Jules' French Martinis.
Goes down easy.
Well oiled.
Very smooth, yeah.
Well oiled.
And on that bombshell, thank you everyone for joining us on You Call That Radio. Hit like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks to all the patrons who make this channel happen. And I'm going to buy 2 tickets to give away to a couple of patrons, and that will take us to 6. So there's only 6 tickets left, and that was, we've not checked for 5 minutes, there's probably only 4 tickets left. And just as I said that sentence, there's probably only 2 tickets left. So you better hit that Ticket Scotland link and get the last 2 tickets before it sells out. Congratulations, guys, you've sold it anyway. So well done to all of yous. Sending love to the ska community and everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. And let's go. So this is one more time. Alex, do you want to just introduce this and finish the show? What is it we're about to witness here? One more time.
So this is Andy Laidlaw on a really bad hangover doing books with Sal Polichetti at our last ever Specialised. And you can see where we're all kind of like, oh, somebody else is singing. What do we do?
Amazing stuff, guys. Have a brilliant gig on the 24th of February. And I hope it goes well. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
You All systems go!
Do you want weirdo or do you want weirdo or do you want itchy?
If you don't